Hello, Amazon new sellers. This is Fred, your Amazon virtual assistant product researcher. So for this video I am going to show with you on how to find a products without BSR. That would also a great sourcing strategy for us to take advantage, to avoid competition, and also to get us more sales. Okay, great. So here at this video, we will talk about what are products without BSR, why does a listing loses its own BSR, the key points to check if the item is selling even without a sales rank, the key graph analysis, and also a step-by-step process of finding a products without BSR. Okay, great. So what is a products without BSR? As we can see here, products without BSR is actually one of the sourcing techniques that we could also use because most of the sellers and VAs, they skip out this kind of listing because they assume that it is not selling since it is a suppressed BSR without knowing that it doesn't mean that the items without a sales rank is we cannot sell the item or it's not selling anymore. Okay, but before that, why does a listing loses its own BSR? Okay, so the reason why a listing loses its own BSR is because of the duplicate listing. The listing was updated or was changed, maybe because there are changes happen about the details on the listing, and also it's because of the incomplete listing. So, but like what I've said earlier, it doesn't mean that the products without BSR is we cannot sell the item or it's not selling anymore. And we will discuss it more deeply. And actually, there are key points to check if the item is selling even without a sales rank. So the first thing here is it should have a current buy box because having a current buy box would give us an indication and confidence that the item is selling. And also, the second thing here is it has history that it sells before, meaning to say it has a sales rank previously, and then we will use this sales velocity as our estimated sales. And also, the third one here is the seller count is fluctuating, meaning to say, even without a sales rank, as long as the seller count is fluctuating like this would be a good indication that the item is selling. Okay, great. So I will now going to show with you on how to analyze a products without BSR if it is selling. So I will now going to scroll down here. That's great. Okay. So as we can see here at this graph, this product is don't have a sales rank all throughout the listing. However, as we can observe here, there are some indications here that this product is passively selling based on our key points to check even this product is don't have a sales rank. Okay, so as we can see here at this graph, currently and all throughout the listing it has a buy box, and also the seller count is fluctuating here, which means that there are sellers who come in and came out, or maybe there are sellers who get out of their stocks, or maybe they added more stocks. So although they don't have an history that it sells before, which is we are looking for a sales rank previously, because that would also be a good indication for us that this item is selling, we could also do check the offers and see them if the competitor stocks was reduced over days. So how do we do that? We're now going to go to the data and then the offers. Okay, great. So here at the offers, we will also see it here if the item is selling based on the competitor stocks history. So let us put it into 90 days. So we're now going to scroll down here. Okay, so as we can see here by Olympian LED, they added more stocks for this item from 415 stocks by the month of January, and then they get the huge sales and they only have 250 stocks now. And as we could also see it here by the SAS at the SAS, they only have 250 stocks remaining, which is it's quite simply an accurate data. And then let us now see it here by other sellers. And then as we could also see it here by Wacom, they also added more stocks for this item from 74 stocks by the month of December, and then they get the huge sales and then they only have 38 stocks now. And then also by Dave Parker's up here, they also have added stocks for this item from 10 stocks, and then they only have 6 stocks now. And as we could also see it here by other sellers and by their stocks history, this would be the good indication that this item is selling even without a sales rank. Okay, great. So let us now go back to the graph. Okay. Okay, so based on our analysis for these products, they all have the indication that prove that this item is selling even without a sales rank. So let us now do check again all the indications here that this item is selling. So the first thing here is currently it has a buy box. And then the second thing here is the seller count is fluctuating here. And also we also do check the offers and see them that the competitor stocks history was reduced over days. And by this we can now do a test buy for this item if we can also get sell for this item. Okay, so I will also give you another example here. So we're now going to scroll down. Okay, so as we can see here at this graph, previously this is really a fast selling item, and the sales rank has been suppressed by the month of December to January, maybe because there are changes happened about the details here on the listing. However, as we can observe, even the sales rank has been suppressed. Currently it still has a buy box, and also the seller count is still fluctuating here, which means that that would also be a great indication for us that this item is still selling. Okay, great. So based on our key points to check, the first indication here that this item is selling is currently it has a buy box. The second thing here is it has an history that it sells before, and also the seller count is fluctuating. Okay, so this kind of listing, is quite simply a competitive advantage for us to get away from competition. Okay, great. So since we already know the potential opportunity of selling e-products without PSR, I am now going to show with you on how to find these items on Keepa. Okay, but before that, these are our sample criteria checklist. So the first one here is currently has no sales rank, and then we will add a sales rank. It's either 90 days or 180 days. And then for the buy box, it depends on the price that we want. But for now, I would like to use minimum of $20 each to maximum of $50 each. And then choose a category we like to source from. Okay, great. So let us now go with the Keepa, data, and then product finder. Okay, that's great. So we're now going to scroll down. Okay, so the first thing here is the sales rank. We have to check the no sales rank, and then I would like to add a sales rank here in 90 days average from to 70,000 BSR. So I would like to limit them from 70,000 BSR. And then for the buy box, let's say I would like to use minimum of $20 each and then maximum of $50 each. Of course, Amazon out of stock, and then scroll down here, and then okay, scroll down, and we're now going to choose a category we like to source from. But for now, I would like to find them as all. Okay, so find products. Okay, so it's now loading up. Okay, great. So I am now going to sort it out. So now it's now loading up again. Okay, great. Okay, so as we can see here, currently they don't have a sales rank. Okay, so I am not going to look at them each of one for this video as it also takes time. But the most importantly here is I already have showed with you on how to find a products without PSR. That would also be a great opportunity for us to get away from competition, as most of the sellers, they overlook this kind of opportunity, but the reality is a great opportunity. That's that's it. That's how I exactly check an items without BSR if it is selling. That would be a great opportunity for us to avoid competition and also to get us more sales. So thank you very much and I hope it would helpful. Bye bye. Ciao.